We are now on to the last part of Volume 4. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more info about when I will make more videos. And let's get on into the exciting finale of this volume.
Hello, oh you're new. Sylph of Rage, hello. Back so soon. Wait, she talks? When there's something to say. Who is she? No one that matters. If you got here, it means you figured out there's nothing revolutionary about friendship, but your playable character wants to be Ardata's friend. That's a fun contradiction. What? Wait, what? Hold on. It's been a while, and it's starting to get really hot in here. I'm gonna go through this slowly and try to understand what gobbledygook they are trying to talk to me about. If you got here, it means you figured out there's nothing revolutionary about friendship, but your playable character wants to be Ardata's friend. That's a fun contradiction. Your playable what? Relax, I'm not talking to you. You can't answer me. You don't exist in this world. Don't these visits feel a little insulting? Why can't you just be trusted to read a story on your own? Doesn't it betray a lack of confidence? Doesn't pulling back the curtain draw too much attention to the farce? A story knows it's fake, so it tries to make you fake too. I hate to overstay my welcome. I trust you can figure it out. The strange woman gives you a theatrical bow. Darkness creeps into your senses.
Don't lie to me.
She releases you. Something before you can do that, she's still waiting your answer. Yes. You remember what you said to Marsti? You were put here for a reason. What was the reason again? Yes, you tell Ardata yes. She would very much still like to be your friend, if that is at all possible. Okay, I thought it was gonna, like, keep looping. 1 second. Fuck you, game! I had to fucking get up just to fucking yell. I went on the assumption, right? I went on the assumption that she was just gonna keep doing this in this goddamn loop, and now I apparently got fucking chastised for it. For fucking, fuck you. Fuck you. Even if you're being fucking self-aware, that doesn't make your story any less annoying when you get, like, told down about how stupid you are. Like, excuse me for thinking, oh, it's just gonna loop now, because she's just gonna keep on being like, don't lie to me, or some shit like that. Bruh. Whatever. Whatever, bro. It's almost been 2 fucking hours. I want off this ride. I want off this ride. She doesn't miss the qualification, you can tell, but the corner of her mouth does twitch. It's less joy of satisfaction across her face and perhaps relief.
Let's not make a fuss of things. All I required from you was honesty. Oh, dear me, what an inconsiderate host I've been. I haven't offered you a drink with your dinner. Yes, no longer will you underestimate little Ardata. You will now see my highly developed friendship skills in action. Allow me to demonstrate by pouring you some wine.
There's a cart beside the table and pulls on a wine bottle and 2 silver goblets. She pours one for each and places for the plate. If she wanted to kill you, she probably would have done it already, or will do it later, whichever. You lift the goblet to sip for a polite amount. This is not like any wine you tasted before. It's a little suspicious about the contents, but it's fine, you guess. Ardata seems pleased. She grins over her glove and her chin rests on.
To friendship. Now, finish your meal, please. Watson worked very hard on it.
You do your best to oblige her. Our arms are your own, and only about half of the dish remains, so it's not necessarily difficult. The only struggle is keeping your mind on a tight leash, as it aches to gnaw at the thought of your burgundy friend. The wine is not terribly helpful in this regard.
For fuck's sake. This is sad, really. I apologize. How very inconsiderate of me as your friend not to remember you're a bit of a moron. I obviously know all about her, and that rebel friend of yours down in our basement. Did you not realize that already?
Your gut wrench. Sarava? She means the Empire knows about Sarava?
Is that their name? I can hardly be bothered to remember somebody so pathetic. Of course we know about them. How do you think we knew to expect you? In fact, Sarava has been quite helpful in staging intel to the rebels. We've uncovered quite a few squeak beasts' nests thanks to them.
Ardata punctuates the steak, and by stabbing her fork into the last piece of her steak, you flinch.
And in this case, they just handed us a prime suspect in the latest crime against the Empire. It's quite funny. If only they knew what big fans they had in the AIS.
Sarava. I can't imagine what this knowledge would do to them. That they were being used this whole time. And Marsti. You led her right into a trap.
I can sense you are worried about your friend. No need. In fact, she's doing quite well. Would you like to see for yourself?
It feels like a rhetorical question. In a few moments it proves to be as Ardata lifts her wine glass in a graceful arc.
Come, let's have some entertainment with our drinks. The show is about to start.
Ardata takes a little remote from the pocket of her robes and pushes a button. Instantly, the screens you left flash from their idol designs to shots from around the facility. You spot telltale drops of blood dotting the hallways, and even with the color also washed out, somehow you know it's maroon. Suddenly you see her. Marsti darts down the view of one of the cameras, ducking into the alcove of a doorway. She's clutching her bloodied side, darting the gaze around her in panic. Your stomach lurches. Ardata watches perfectly still. She spies a narrow ledge of decorative wall running around the edges for hiding place. Behind her, a guard approaches with an assault rifle drawn. She jumps to grab the lip, straining to put herself in the corner with the back to the wall. It surrounds into alcove. She catches him by surprise, landing and pinning him to the ground. His gun goes scattering away, and you fail to restrain the whooping cheer. Yeah, Marsti! She quickly slings a shotgun from her back, aims down. Ardata! The game needs to stop fucking startling me! Fuck! I get it, you wanna be fucking funny! Haha! You know what? That's fucking great! That's fucking great! But guess what? Fucking loud noises, bro! Fuck! I hate the fucking. Oh, we're not gonna let you finish! Bang! Fuck off! Please! His head becomes a dark splattered shape. Your whoop staggers a little. Ardata folds a hand politely to her chin.
Oh no, Jeffrey.
Not Jeffrey, no! You're transfixed in the image of Marsti standing over the dead guard when the screen shuts off. Your attention is back to Ardata, remote still in her hand.
She's immune to my psychic powers. I wonder if she knows.
Oh yeah, I forgot that lower bloods can't be mind controlled. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Did your friend even think to warn her? Did you?
Guilt. Familiar, racking guilt. How is it possible to forget so many important things in so little time? What will it take for you to learn? If you had only remembered to message Ardata sooner, if only...
Enough. Your petty regret is meaningless. The Empire is more powerful than any of you or your little friends, whoever they are, have possibly imagined. They are always watching. Always a few steps ahead. So you see, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. They all would have died anyway, in service to her imperial condescension. You will be relieved to know they never even had a chance.
You have to tell Srava the truth. You have to make up for being so naive.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Sirova is alive for as long as they are useful. When that usefulness runs out, well... I shouldn't have to tell you. As for Marsti, she wants to kill me so badly I can almost taste it.
Bro, I'm fucking letting her. You kidding me? I'll happily fucking cap myself if it means that your fucking hoe ass can be splattered across these walls.
You will help me, of course, because we are such good friends.
Help? Marsti's your friend too. Your brain struggles to find a way to get you and her out of the situation, Ardata notices.
I can understand her. Perhaps I can even spare a little sympathy for one of my most popular characters. The audience is thrilled with her. But I'm not about to die. Not just as I've found my spark again. It's decided. You'll help me with Marsti when the time comes. We should have a few more hours before she gets to the top floor. I mean, if she makes it through the Crushers.
God, you're not gonna know what the Crushers are. That's just providing plenty of nightmares as it is. You shove down your panic. You have to keep your cool. There's nothing you can do for Srava right now. If you're lucky and resourceful, maybe you'll find a way to take care of that in the future. For now, your options are limited. You're sticking with the plan. Maybe there's still a way out of this. You need to believe that. For their sake, more than that, you need to try.
How sentimental.
In contrast to her earlier megalomania, right now Ardata seems dull and lethargic. She scrapes a fork in circles around her empty plate. This arena stickball is apparently in your court. Can she do you a favor? In Ardata's face lights of curiosity, she lifts from her slump against the table. I should have fucking saved. I should have fucking saved.
Of course. I am so magnanimous after all. It's practically written on my ascension papers. That's a joke. If you need it explained to you, what did you want?
Well, this is a risk, but one we're taking, you hope. You asked, is it possible daughter could help Marsti? Would it be so hard for someone like her to overlook one single rust blood just this one time? You understand she has to make it look a certain way for the cameras, and maybe you could stage it? Some trolleywood magic or something.
Fix it in post.
Sure, you don't know the details. You're just trying to help another friend. She understands, right?
And is your friend Marsti an actor? A high-blood sympathizer? Would she spare me in turn? I think not.
Ardata hangs in thought, and her gaze jerked in the corner of the room.
If you had asked me days ago, I would have considered it, despite how utterly nonsensical the idea. The truth is, I'm so tired. Maybe I would have taken that risk. But now...
You're confused. What happened days ago? Ardata gives you a sideways glance over her double eyes.
You can't possibly understand the pressures I'm under. The expectations of my superiors. My audience. It's really quite the fucking pain.
Her crown is heavy.
Yes, sure. Whatever pithy summary you like.
Won't the Empire be upset she's harboring an alien?
No one knows you're here. Not official.
But what happened at the training base? More than a couple people saw you. You find it a little hard to believe that nobody suspects you were involved.
Why would they? The idea that a single alien caused all of that mess? It's laughable. Practically an offense to her condescension's might. Nobody will mind a creature as insignificant as you. Everyone knows it was some olive blood trying to save her Lussus and her little bronze friend.
You wouldn't call Skyla little, but alright. You're packaged this information away into the possibly useful category. That reminds you, what happened to Ardata's Lusus?
Dead.
A very genuine smile is on her face. You shiver a little.
Come now. I have work to do.
What is
Some
it
of
with
us have
fucking blue
important
bloods and killing their Lusus? Was their Lusus a shitter as well? Do they just get the raw deal on the Lucis package? I fucking spittle all over the place. I'm so fucking tired of all this. Oh, fuck. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of seeing this. I'm sick of you, especially, you fucking three-eyed hoe. I don't want to see your goofy ass ever again. I hope fucking Marsti plants a fucking slug into your fucking face. Sure, you're a little squeamish at the idea of seeing what Ardata's job considers work, but you might be a little braver over the course of these adventures, or a little jaded, or a little fucking stupider, or a little more suicidal. You never know.
Nothing so ghastly. Honestly, you have such a wild imagination. You might even be a good replacement for me. When oink beasts fly, of course. I have to submit a new flyer for the next Ascension Day. This will only take a moment. Join me in my office.
Oh, okay. I'm so fucking concerned. You know? Like, fuck. This sucks. This is awful. I hate it. Ardata leads to her computer. This one would have the clearance Marcy was talking about. You should probably not have thought that with such enthusiasm, but if Ardata's bothered, she doesn't seem to react. She merely sits down and opens an image editing program before pausing to give it a heavy yawn. Another thought occurs to you. Hey, why not test her theory?
What? I see. You want to try. How funny. I can only imagine what sort of poster a weird little freak like you would come up with.
1 second, this weird little freak has to go on chitter. I'm distracted.
Actually, I've decided I would very much like to see this. Very well. Have at it.
Alright, you crack your knuckles and sit down and get to work. Oh, we're back to this shit again. God damn it, I gotta do this again? Oh, hold on. I probably have to, like, pause my fucking recording because it'll give me a fucking message saying that I fucked up or something. You try to get a moment to thumb through the files on this machine, but to your chagrin, Ardata seems very, very interested in what you are doing, invested in what you're doing. She's really keyed in on your technique. She remains eerily silent through the whole process. Before long, you're just done. You realize you're not getting the chance you had hoped for, and you don't think this makes any sense to stall. And admittedly, you've gotten kind of sucked into the process yourself. Perhaps graphic design is your passion. You turn around and wait for assessment. Ardata seriously considers your work for a few tense moments. Okay. Genuine full-bodied laughter racks her frame. You're a little startled to see her lose all composure. It's a minute before she finally straightens, wiping tears from her 3 eyes.
It's too rich. It's just too much. What you've done here today. This mockery you've made of this entire farcical display. This truly represents Her Majesty's Empire.
You watch Ardata takes out her palm with a few taps. Something seems to happen. You receive a notification on your device. You just posted it. Oh no. Was that such a good idea?
Please. No one really gives a shit about these. I'll claim I was hacked if I must.
No, bro, I was hacked. What? I blacked out. What happened? Alright, I gotta fucking close out again. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Back to the thing.
Oh, that was the most fun I've had in...
She remembers herself, recomposes slightly, wipes her eyes again, and Mark's face is disgust.
Ugh, look at me. I've ruined my eyeliner right before my close-up.
Without saying more, she gets up and moves across the room to the vanity. You hop down out of the computer and follow her on your little legs while she seats herself on the fancy ottoman. Ardata wipes the makeup off her eyes and starts reapplying it. I can't imagine trying to get the wings right on these 3 eyes every single day.
You're telling me...
He watches she powders cerulean along each lid, then dips her small brush into the pot of liquid eyeliner and carefully swipes in the new ring. It's such a mundane little thing you almost relax before the guilt finds you. You hate how little you actually sense danger from her. In this moment, you're probably just being, well, a sucker for friendship. Then again, who else are you going to be? Who you are you, and right now, thanks to that, there's only one bargaining chip you have to play. Plus, it's surprisingly easy to rationalize. Helping her might be the best way of helping Sarava and Marsti.
What are you thinking about now? How would someone like you help me?
You tell Ardata the truth. There are ways out of this job. Things could still change for her.
You're not lying. You really believe that? Sometimes you're so stupid it makes me want to cry.
Sometimes just make me want to cry. You're getting a little frustrated. What else is her plan? Staying here forever, keeping an alien friend hanging around for funsies?
How foolish of me. You're correct, of course. I'll quit. Right after curing space tetanus and building an orphanage for dead wigglers.
Hardy-dar. Hardy-har-har.
When you're done laughing at my exceptional comedy, explain to me what you mean. I love hearing interminable nonsense from idiots.
You explain to Ardata that she could fight back. So basically, punch him again. She could fight back. Stop letting the Empire run her life. If she hates it so much, do something. Do anything. There are plenty of other high-bloods in her situation, or even worse, who have taken that risk. And you know some of them. She's killed and hurt too many to play the victim now. No one's coming to save her, but if she makes the right choice, maybe she can save something.
Quiet! You don't know what the Empire is capable of.
What about what Ardata Carmia is capable of, huh? Doesn't she want the slightest bit of revenge? Where's her bloodthirst she's apparently so proud of?
Ha! Proud of it? I hate it. The show, and this stupid Empire. I can hardly get out of the sober each night. If I could, I'd drain each of my superiors' hideous bodies into the gutter. And I hate feeling that way even more. I want to be the empty one.
If you're going to die, do it on your feet. It's not enough to just fantasize about vengeance. You have to take some kind of meaningful action. You're surprised such a coherent argument makes it out of you, and with a little panic, you realize exactly who you've had your little shouting match with. Someone with total psychic control over you. Should she take it? Instead, Ardata slumps down into her chair. A light sniffling comes from her lowered head. Oh, jeez, you almost wish you would go back to gloating and taunting you.
And if I did join this revolution of yours, they would, what, welcome me with open arms?
You know what? Probably not. They probably would just shoot you. I mean, if I was the rebellion, I would shoot you. I'm not the rebellion. I'd probably still shoot you, but that's besides the point. Probably not. She might have to face consequences for what she's done. But is there any better than staying here, dying little by little? She closes her eyes. Her posture sags further.
You're I'll think about it. How would I leave? Where would I even go?
That's what we're trying to find out right now before you decide to interrupt us, lady. Good point. Ironically, Sarava might be your best option there. You have no idea how you're going to explain that to them. Or to Marsti. As if summoned by the thought, a loud beeping comes from somewhere in the room. Ardata lifts her eyes to the ceiling.
I suppose it's that time. Stay here. I'll return momentarily.
She stands from the ottoman and turns to go, but hesitates a few steps towards the door.
Thank you for today. It was nice while it lasted.
I feel like the voice actors, like, the accent and whatnot that they're doing, it cuts off, like, nice. Like, it was nice. You hear night, and then it cuts off. You know what I mean? I kind of don't like it. I don't know if it's because of their recording software or what have you, but I don't like it. Well, that was ominous. You want to make sure she's gone before you realize. The computer! You rush back and hop into the office chair, spinning accidentally before you stop yourself with your foot. You grab the mouse and wiggle it all your muster. Drat, password protected, must be locked automatically. You rack your brain for a moment, just no time. It isn't worth the risk, not when you still have to find Marsti. Hold on. Chitter! This time isn't worth the risk, not when you still have to find Marsti. You reluctantly tear yourself from the PC and rush to the nearest exit, landing you back in the halls. Shit, you gotta be careful not to get lost this time. As you look around for any sign of Marsti, you rush to formulate a plan. What's the fastest way for the two of you to get out of here? We are looking for stairs, an elevator, anything. You stop at a clanging noise that comes from somewhere above you. When you look, you see air vent grate near the ceiling shake and buckle before being launched off in the wall by an impact from a rust-soiled infantry boot. Whoa. Shit, bro. This game can't. This game stop with the fucking noises! She slings herself down out of the vent, blood seeping out of the stitches under her tank. A few new bruises and scrapes cover her arms and chin, and she still has shotgun slung around her back. You immediately lunge forward and wrap your little arms around her you can reach, which is in your case about level with her hips. She's made it. You were so worried.
I'm harder to kill than that. Come on. We shouldn't stay here.
You agree. You two have got to get out of here as soon as possible. You help her find an exit.
No, I'm not leaving without those coordinates.
You get it, but this is far too dangerous. You explain you just went in Ardata's office. You saw enough to know that you shouldn't have ever let her come here. The two of you need to get out now.
Her office. Take me there.
No, you're just saying.
I know. But I've come too far to give up now. Please. I get it. But I'm asking for your help.
Shit. Okay. You can't refuse such a blatant demonstration of character development. You take Marsti's hand and two of you rush back to her office. Marsti takes in the surroundings for a moment. It makes you realize how on brand the space really is. It must be leaving an impression. No time for that though. You two land in front of the computer where you explain to Marsti that the machine is locked by a password. She tries to speed things quickly but to no avail, swearing faintly under her breath.
It's no good. Any idea what the password might be?
No. You wait. Actually, it's entirely possible you might have some idea. Behind you here, click approach wheels on shiny floor.
I see you've brought more friends.
Oh, I wasn't fast enough.
How delightful.
You spin around, put your hands up. Ardata walks towards the two of you. Marsti acts fast. She grabs the shotgun, slinging it back and pointing it at Ardata's chest. Ardata stops. There's a moment of panic where she sells her with an intense look.
This is your friend.
You tell Ardata to stop. It has to go like this.
I'm afraid she's made a terrible mistake.
Another step, only a foot away from the end of the barrel. Your little body shakes it like a leaf and splinters from Marsti's brow.
Don't ever hesitate.
You feel like it's going to move. I release a pistol. Panic surges as your visual grips held down. Sorry, Marsti. Don't temple. Oh, I thought I was gonna shoot her. No, we're threatening ourselves with ourselves. But I start between two of you.
Now, let's drop that weapon.
Marsti, looking on her face breaks your heart. Frustration, rage, sorrow, and finally, defeat.
Damn it.
Marsti lowers her arms, dropping the shotgun. Her hands come up a moment later. Her eyes steps forward and slides open away with a sweep of her foot. You're helpless to watch. She backs Marsti towards the restraints in the corner of the room.
If it's any consolation, I feel for you.
Ardata pushes down into her seat and into the seat. Marsti allows herself to be strapped in while you're stuck here holding yourself hostage. This is all going so wrong. Made worse by the way Marsti looks at you with regret, like this is her fault. That guts you with your that guts you to your core. Ardata pauses to pick up a scalpel from the assortment of buckle tools on the wall. Your chest seizes up.
I almost wanted to see you win. What a lovely surprise that would have been. I'm sure the audience would have been thrilled.
Audience. You see on the screen the room is being broadcasted. A live chat races by, too fast for you to read. Ardata hovers the scalpel against Marcy's neck. She cranes her head away, gritting her teeth.
Ah, fuck!
Think as loudly as possible, pleading for Ardata to stop. What about what you told her before? There's another way.
Shh. You couldn't even beat me. How do you imagine you'd fare against my superior? How heartbreaking. How truly heartbreaking. You've no idea how much you've let me down. I simply must repay you.
Never brings scalpel down Marcy's thigh. Your whole body managed to flinch even through their mind control. This is too horrible. It's like a nightmare. You can't. There has to be something to do. Think!
There's nothing. No one can help you. I'll prove it to you once and for all that your pathetic little revolution is nothing but a pathetic wiggler's dream.
As Ardata lifts the blade, light suddenly cut out. You freeze. One by one, monitors come to life along the back wall. It's... Sarava! Let's go! The goats! The goats!
What's up? Can't stop the signal, baby.
You. How sad. You've gone through all the trouble of breaking into my feed just to watch your friend die. You've never accomplished anything in your short, pathetic life. And today, you amount to nothing for the last time.
You know what? You're right. I admit it. I've been wasting my time down here. Putting my headphones on and blocking out the world. Shit's sad. My content isn't enough to stop the Empire. Which is why I bugged the alien before they left my hive.
You! Ah!
That's right. I've been broadcasting from their mic for the past hour.
Oh, for the past hour. It's been 2.5 hours almost, bro. That's been a while.
Whole planet heard every last word.
Oof, now you have no choice but to join us.
You are in so much fucking trouble.
Fucking true!
No. You've ruined everything!
Get fucked. The feed cuts again. This time all the screens turn a bright, overwhelming violet. Now it's not so funny. If Ardata looked angry before, its terror overcomes her now. She backs away from the screens. The silhouette of a figure you don't recognize flickers into view. Immediately, stinking feeling hits your stomach.
I have to express my disappointment, Captain Carmia. The Empire had great hopes of you. It will be inconvenient to find your replacement.
High Imperator,
Silence! You've lost your right to speak. I don't need to hear from dead worms. I've alerted the guards. They will be with you shortly. But don't worry. Talent like yours won't go to waste. We'll plan a grand finale for your show.
The feed cuts. Ardata buckles, winded by the realization of what's happening. You feel her concentration shatter, the hold on your mind released in an instant. She turns to two of you, wild, uncomposed.
I'll punish you.
You think fast, so make one chance. We need to create a distraction. I think fast. What can I do? You take laser pistol, crank it to high setting. Overloader! Locking the barrel shut. You pull the trigger until it clicks down and charge state. Hold your bed. Orbital laser. Fire! You come into a moment. The room is dark. Besides occasional sparks from severed wires and the small flames flicking across the ground, you cough out some dust and heave yourself back up to your feet. The first thing you do is race over to Marsti, unbuckling her from the restraints. She seems unharmed by the explosion, staggering upright and gripping your shoulder for support. You give her an apologetic look. She could have been hurt.
Don't. It was a good idea.
two of you move from the chair, you spy Ardata dragging herself out from under a collapsed console. She stands and settles you with a glare as an Alternian hiss bubbles in her throat. Marsti pushes you aside and lunges. Two collide into a contest of shoves and blows.
Wait!
She cuts off my solid punch your jaw. Wait, fucking eat this overhead weight, my ass. I saw punch your jaw. Recoiling, you see her digging your rolls with a small black dagger. Marsti barely leans out of the way in time to just catch her cheek. She puts a hand against the wound and it comes away maroon. The fight resumes. You scramble out trying to find the shotgun.
You don't understand what they do to me. The Sea Dwellers. The Subjugulators.
You're afraid of clowns? That's fucking pathetic.
You find it, remembering the hostage from before. You check the shells. The shotgun's empty. It's been out of ammo this whole time. Marsti was bluffing. You don't know whether to be relieved or increasingly desperate.
The High Bloods would never let me go. They'll come for you too.
Everyone's a high blood to me.
That's pretty true. Everyone's the head honcho when you're at the bottom. Ardata makes another swipe that puts red gash Marsti's arm. As the dagger connects, he grabs it at his wrist, trying to wrench the knife away. They trip on the rubble and go down. The fight is quick, messy, ugly, and Marsti's winning. Her eyes are wide and red. The sound of two solid punches ringing through the room. She wrenches back her arm for a third. Ardata catches your gaze. She throws out a hand, reaching for you.
Help me! Please!
The knife across the floor. Ardata grabs her. The two of them struggle. Look away as the blade comes down. The sound of the impact will probably stay in your head forever. Marsti lets out a sobbing, angry exhale while it tears the past 2 hours. Suddenly she stops. You dare to look. Ardata has lifted the glove. One glove to hand to fit the palm of Marsti's cheek. It stays for a moment. Last look at her almost. Her arm drops. Her eyes go blank. Ardata's dead. Well, whoops. Marsti stands. You slowly approach her, reaching out to touch her arm. She recoils at first, but soon lets you, leaning on you slightly. Is she okay?
I'm alive, I guess.
You try not to look, or think, one step at a time. The incongruous chirping sound comes from your pocket. You take out your palm, Strava's calling you.
Holy shit, I'm so fucking glad you're alive. The signal cut out and I saw an explosion. I'm on my way. Hang tight, okay?
You promise to hang tight. You think you'll agree to just about anything right now, though you're still catching up to what just happened. In a few short moments, they come through the doors of the office, taking inside the chaos destruction.
Holy shit.
Strava, how'd you get up here so quickly?
Stairs. You weren't watching the stream? Marsti killed, like, all the guards.
Okay, fair enough, you guess. You help transfer Marsti over to Strava. They swing one of her arms over their shoulders. As Strava stops, as if they remembered something.
Oh, shit.
What's the problem? Don't tell me it's something else you forgot.
We can't leave. Soldiers will be at the foot of the building by the time we get down there.
She's right. We're trapped. Wait. No, I remember. Ardata's supposed to have a private whirlwing on the roof. Think we can hijack it?
It's a good plan, isn't it? When we stay standing here, we definitely die.
Wait. You got anything you need to do before we go? Because we are, like, never ever coming back here, Lumfell.
You? You're acting brain for a moment. Watson!
Watson?
Oh, that's shit. He's probably around somewhere. You can't possibly abandon poor sweet Watson.
We can, actually, Lamel. I'm not risking it for some rando.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You reluctantly accept Strava's reasoning. So long, Watson. I'll be in Scotland at 40.
Anything else?
Nah, I'm good. Nope. Let's blow the stump. When you get to the roof, the faintest hints of daylight are threatening the edge of the sky. Time flies when you're under mortal peril. You want to feel relieved, even though you know the Alternian sun will kill you. For the first time since you started your adventures, you're suddenly overcome with a ferocious homesickness for Earth. Soon, you tell yourself. Hopefully. Soon.
Whew, it's really here, thank God. Marsti, think you can fly it?
I'm good. Just give me a minute. I need to be alone.
Marsti goes to the edge of the platform and sits down. That leaves just you and Strava.
We should probably give her a minute. That was rough.
They have a conflicted, dour look on their face. Is there a problem?
Yeah, me. All that time I thought I was helping, and the Empire was using me to spy on my friends. It's almost poetic. Took out my own eye to not get used, and turned into the Empire's little toy anyway. Thought I was willing to do anything to avoid that. But really? What I wanted most of all was not to have to change. That's why I took it for granted I was doing the right thing here.
Strava, it's not their fault. They didn't know.
It's my fault I didn't know. I could have been more diligent, more careful. Wonder who's got the higher body count at the end of the day, Ardata or me?
Don't say that. They didn't mean to hurt anyone. They were trying to help, and that counts for something.
Does it really? Whether you're cruel or just stupid, dead is dead. Ardata hated the Empire and still killed people. Her intentions don't matter to me, so why should mine matter to you? I'm as dangerous as any high blood if I don't get my shit together. That's what I learned today. Marsti was right. Just because we're on the right side doesn't mean we're not accountable. Especially with a dead Imperial officer on our resumes. That's gonna ruffle Finn's upstairs.
Yeesh. Strava studies you for a moment.
You know, I don't want to assume your feelings or nothing, but just in case that was hard for you back in there, I'm sorry for how things turned out.
Your feelings? It's done, it's done. No regrets.
Damn, that's ice cold. Not in, like, a bad way. Because you're right. I don't have any tears to spare for blue-blooded murderers either. If it's any consolation, I think you did everything right in there. Plus, you made some real trouble for the Empire. Much appreciated, my guy.
Thanks, but it's too early for celebration. The two of you should check if Marcy's ready. Bro, honestly, Ardata made a really fucking hard case to want to help her out. Like, on every turn. Like, she showed fear, but that fear alone is not, like, the only reason for it. Like, oh no, Ardata, fucking, who cares? I feel like this isn't, like, a good ending. I'm gonna get, like, shot down or something because I didn't have Ardata with me or something like that. But it seems like Ardata may have been an optional person. I swear it seems like it is. Because there was not a single other, like, optional main person there that Ardata was just like, yeah, Ardata's dead. Maybe that was, like, a moment of, like, if you stop, then Marcy's dead. But if you don't stop her, then Ardata's dead. Someone had to die there. That's interesting. You checking Marcy's ready?
Yeah, you're right. Let's just go. Maybe if I'm lucky, all the shit that happened today will make sense to me by daybreak.
Yeah, let's... Wait, go where? Without the hideout, aren't we sort of stranded out here?
Got in touch with the rebels and upgraded our status to Calamitous. Turns out we got lucky. There's someone who can swing by and grab us if we head out to the dunes.
Okay, that's a plan. Somebody else's plan that you don't have to enact or manage yourself. You just nearly collapsed in sudden relief. You get to leave.
You're telling me. I'm gonna miss my computer.
You go to check on Marsti while Strava preps the helicopter. Her back is turned to you as you sit yourself down at her side. She acknowledges you with a short nod. You explain it's time to go. How's she doing?
Took some more pain meds. They're kicking back in.
That's good. Physically, anyway. Mentally?
Mentally, I feel... I don't know what to make of it. I'm just so tired.
You gingerly pat her arm and give her a few more moments. You look at the horizon, which is growing brighter by the minute. The two moons and their planets are fading by comparison.
Are you upset with me?
What? No, does she mean? You wouldn't be a very good friend if you held that against her right now. She shouldn't worry about it. You're just glad you've made it.
Good. I don't regret it.
Marcy stands, minding her tender wounds. The wind up here ruffles her hair and jacket.
I'm ready. Let's fly.
The chopper blades pick up speed and in moments gravity lets you go. The helicopter pads starts to drift into the distance below you, and ahead the desert spreads for miles around. Soon the tower and bunker and dunes look small. The morning rakes across them, casting long shadows towards a dying night. More like dying light. Aha! Good riddance, you think. You settle in for a long, awkward flight. You settle down somewhere on the desert a fair distance from the tower. You're not sure exactly where. All of the desert's kind of blending together lately. You stumble out of the chopper, still feeling a little bit queasy. Not sure if there's a flight or general omnipresent horror, but it doesn't matter. What matters is you really, really need to barf.
Damn, you got a lot in you, huh?
That is a surprisingly accurate statement. You nod and wipe your mouth, glancing for the others.
What are we out here for anyway?
Trizza just did a thing. Eesh. What do we have for him?
I got a little friend who can help us out. Schedule for a resupply and shit.
So those and shit include the possibility of their friend getting everyone off this weird rock?
Exactly, little buddy. Timing's gotta be exact. Always ran near dawn, cause less chance of getting spotted.
You glance nervously at the horizon. It's definitely getting brighter. At least you can consult an helicopter if you really need to. Sarava sighs and looks off to the side, their expression getting far away. Something wrong?
I guess, I don't know. I'm not used to feeling used, you know?
Do they mean how the Empire was using to spy on everyone? Sarava nods.
Yeah, that shit's hard to process.
You kind of get what they mean. You were recently being used for some very vague, ominous purposes by some vague, ominous people.
What'd you do?
Oh, you know, confronted the now absent personification of the fictional construct you lived in and broke free to create your own universe.
Hot fucking damn.
Goddamn right. It was going great until you decided to step back into all of this. You got yourself caught right back into the very thing you thought you'd gotten away from. I went out, and they pulled me back in.
Shit's fucked.
Shit's fucked indeed. How eloquent. Shit is, and that's what I'm saying. Shit is indeed fucked. Strava puts their hand on your shoulder and smiles at you.
I gotta go find the higher ground and wait for my friend. You chill here.
Yeah, you think you can do that. You walk up to Marsti, who's standing there just kind of staring over at the horizon, watching the sun slowly start to poke itself up over the edge of the satellite. Is she doing okay? Marsti sighs, shakes her head.
No, not really. I know you're just trying to be you, but now isn't really the time, you know? It's been a long couple of cycles.
Yeah, it really has. She sighs. Seriously, is she gonna be okay? She doesn't seem okay lately.
I've been thinking about a lot, about what's happening on this planet, about what happened here, thinking that maybe I'll stick around.
Really? Seems like after everything, maybe she wants to, you know, actually get some rest.
Of course I do. But there's so much here, so much to do.
She doesn't have to be the one to do it. She does know that, right?
Yeah, obviously, but if I don't stick around to help out, who will? So, why not me?
Because she's tired. Because she's worn out and exhausted by all of this.
Yeah, well, we're all tired. We're all worn out and exhausted. Why do I get to be special?
This doesn't exactly feel right, but you're not really sure how to talk to her about it, especially since you've basically told Sarava that it was fine to keep themselves involved.
You don't have to talk to me about this. Not to be rude, but this isn't you. You know what I mean? This is my decision to make, my battle to fight.
But you
don't need to always stick your nose into everything, or face, whatever.
She smiles at you, surprisingly softly given everything.
I'll be okay. Seriously.
You should go check on Sarava now. This three probably aren't exactly doing great either. Mars seems like she's mostly lost in thought at this point, so you don't want to keep being annoying. You walk over where Sarava is standing, pacing nervously. Is everything alright?
Yeah, just waiting on my contact. He's running late and...
Sarava just shows the sky. Yeah, it's getting a little uncomfortably warm, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, I've got a favor to ask you.
Oh, sure. At this point, you feel like they're probably owed a favor or two. Sarava smiles nervously.
Yeah, well, when you see my contact, can you not bring up the thing?
Wait, what's the thing? What is that? What are we talking about?
Look, just trust me, okay? You'll know what I mean.
What do they got a fucking... What do they have the Metal Gear fucking Solid 5 thing? They got a fucking piece of shrapnel stuck in their fucking noggin?
And if you don't remember, don't worry about it.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, Zabebe! Oh, Zabebe! Okay. Hi. Yours perk up. You'd know that voice anywhere.
Oh god, I'm so sorry, you two. Things got a little crazy down on the ground. Base is on high alert. What happened down there?
Long story. It's so good to see him, though. Oh, he's looking at you different now, so he smiles at you.
It's been a while. I had to make a few changes.
Yeah, he's just like Han Solo now. He squints and makes a face.
I have no idea who that is.
You know what? It's not important. Does he have a ship? Preferably one where the sun isn't starting to shine directly on you?
Oh, of course I do. Let's go.
Zabebe will lead you down a hill over on the ship, which looks suspiciously similar to Millennium Falcon. Is he really not doing this on purpose?
I told you, I have no idea who or what any of that is.
Okay, never mind about any of that. Sarava drops and see you swear you should have some holographic chess thing in front of you, but it doesn't.
Chess? You have that back on your planet? Is it also one of the most violent sports ever invented?
It can be. No? You think that maybe chess on Alternia is something very different than what you're thinking of. Zabebe shrugs and heads down to the cockpit of the ship. Marsti sits near Sarava and, you know what? You'd actually like to catch up with Zebebe now. Marsti shrugs at you, and Saravari has her eyes closed, so you're guessing they don't care what you do. Zebebe is already making pre-flight checks when he notices you hanging out in the door to the cockpit. Sup?
Hey, good to see you again. Have a seat. You can fly up here with me.
Really?
Of course. Remember that time we stole a scuttle buggy?
I do. You do remember that. Not your finest moment, but he didn't really do anything. You're more of an accomplice after the fact. Zebebe ignores you completely.
Well, that got me to thinking. I always did whatever anyone told me. I was always the first one to jump to what the Empire wanted. Even in the media I consumed. Very uncritically, I might add. But then I started poking around on the web. I found all these rebels talking about changing things for the better. So I thought, maybe I could feel that thrill I felt as a criminal.
Accomplice after the fact.
And maybe I could help people too. So I got in touch with some people I met online and started going to meetings.
That whole entire thing is that's completely fucked. That's completely fucked, but
And then I found out that the rebels don't have that many pilots, on account of most of them got sent off-world.
You decided to learn to fly? Zebebe nods excitedly.
Exactly! You so get me!
Huh.
So, where are you going?
You know what? With everything that's been happening since you got back, you almost lost the thread on that entirely. You need to get back to Alternia, that's for sure. You're trying to get to the Jade Caverns, if he knows where that is.
Not exactly. I mean, kind of, but...
You can get me to the general area, we could probably figure it out. Oh.
But I do know about a cave with a jade blood in it. At least generally where it is.
Yeah.
I can take you.
Generally is better than nothing. Maybe not perfect, but good enough for government work. So maybe laughs at you. You see how much of his old easygoing self is still there.
What does that even mean?
You know what? You have no idea. Brick in the wall. Affectionate. Not all of us deserve to make it. They become what they beheld. The two are seeing this out to the very end. Let's go. Let us save. I think I'm good with what happened. Honestly. This seems like it's still Revolution ending. Ardata is dead, so you know what? I'll fucking take it. Let's fucking go, actually. That was huge. MSPA Reader's Journey will continue in Volume 5, Noontide Quiet. Let us return to the main menu. Alright. Holy fuck. This recording has been going on for almost 2 hours and 50 fucking minutes. So, my overall write-up... Sarava is fucking amazing. I literally have nothing negative to say about them. They are great. I love them. I loved them in Friendsim 1, and I love them now. Literally everything about Sarava is fucking amazing. They are great. I love them deeply. Hell yeah. Ardata is a hoe. I hate her immensely, and I'm glad that she's dead. Would have been me if Marsti didn't fucking do it, I'll be honest. If I had the ability to do so. Holy fuck. Knowing asshole. It's like, she did have qualms and quibbles, but I feel like it was definitely either Marsti lives, or Ardata lives. Depending on what you do. And I said, fuck it, hit that shit, Marsti. Because I like Marsti more. Like, honestly, you literally said, here's Marsti and here's Ardata. Which one are you gonna save? Are you fucking kidding me? Just thinking on the routes in Friendsim 1, and you're telling me which one do I want to save. That shit's like, frame 1, I'm not doing anything. Fucking beat the shit out of her. Do it. Hell yeah. Would have been me had it not been you. it's just like, I don't know where the conflict was. There was no conflict. She had a little bit of conflict near around the end before she died, where it was like, I don't want to go back, sort of bullshit. But it just definitely felt like that it was like either her, or either Marsti or Ardata, and I chose Marsti because I like her. I like her way more than Ardata. Ardata's on the fucking bottom list for me, bro. And the baby was nice. I like the voice, definitely fits. Everyone's voice was fucking okay, minus Ardata's voice that I talked about earlier. Everyone else's voice was spot on, lovely. I have no qualms about it, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Everyone seemed on character. I mean, again, you barely fucking know these people, you know? You know what I mean? It's like you barely know them. You barely knew them in Friendsim 1, and then you're saying, it's such a character... It's such a character assassination or something to completely change them up. It's like, if we barely knew them from the get-go, how the fuck is this character assassination when there was practically nothing fucking there? I don't want to hear that dumbass bullshit. I've been playing through 4 fucking volumes, and everyone has acted exactly as I thought that they would. 110%. Like, abso-fucking-lutely. And it also helps that I don't care for Ardata, so whatever inconsistencies there were about her, I don't care. She's, you know, she's dead now. Who cares? But, overall, it was a long fucking chapter. A long fucking volume. But I enjoyed it. I had a good-ass time. Felt like a bit of a slog at the end, but that's because I've been sitting here for more than 2.5 hours doing this bullshit. So yeah. That's about as much as I got. The art was also really nice. Anyways. I'm gonna let y'all go here. Have yourselves a great day, night, twilight, fucking whatever it may be, wherever you are. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you like my content enough to keep coming back, why not? And have yourselves a wonderful time. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Deuces.